Silver Needle of the East. Tokyo Station was a giant hive, buzzing with thousands of people rushing in every direction. Hiroshi held Kakeru's hand tightly as they navigated through the sea of commuters. "Stay close," Hiroshi said with a twinkle in his eye. "We have a very special appointment with a very fast friend." Kakeru clutched his small backpack, feeling the excitement vibrating in the soles of his shoes. They reached platform 21, just as a long, sleek shape glided to a silent stop. It was brilliant white with a bold blue stripe, and its nose was long and pointed like a giant needle. Kakeru let go of his grandfather's hand to step closer to the yellow line. He had seen pictures, but the real Shinkansen looked like something from the future, waiting to whisk them away. The doors hissed open with a soft sigh. Hiroshi led the way inside, and they found their seats in the middle of the carriage. Everything was impeccably clean and remarkably quiet. Hiroshi helped Kakeru settle into the plush seat, which felt more like an airplane chair than a train bench. "In a few minutes," Hiroshi whispered, "the world is going to change." There was no jolt, no lurch, and no loud whistle. The train simply began to move. At first, the platform slipped away slowly, but within seconds, the concrete pillars of the station became a blur. Kakeru pressed his nose against the cool glass of the window, watching the city of Tokyo begin to stretch and smear into lines of gray and neon. Hiroshi leaned back and checked his watch. "We are already at top speed," he told Kakeru. He pointed out the window at the landscape. Even though they were traveling at hundreds of miles per hour, the ride was so smooth that Hiroshi could have balanced a coin on its edge on the tray table. He smiled at the joy on his grandson's face. The urban sprawl of the city gave way to the rolling green of the countryside. Suddenly, the clouds broke apart, revealing a magnificent sight. "Look, Kakeru, the king of the mountains!" Hiroshi exclaimed. Rising high above the tea fields was Mount Fuji, its snow-capped peak standing still and silent while they raced past its base. A woman in a sharp, dark blue uniform entered the cabin. Her name tag read Nozomi, and she moved with grace despite the incredible speed of the train. She stopped at their row and gave a polite bow. "Tickets, please," she said with a warm smile. Kakeru proudly handed over the small rectangular slips of paper, feeling like a very important traveler. "Is it time?" Kakeru asked, his stomach giving a little growl. Hiroshi laughed and reached into a shopping bag. He pulled out 2 wooden boxes tied with colorful string. "The best part of the journey," Hiroshi said. They opened their Ekabin lunchboxes to find neat compartments filled with grilled fish, pickled radish, and rice shaped like little stars. As Kakeru ate his lunch, he watched the world fly by. He imagined the train had invisible wings, lifting them just an inch off the tracks. He felt like a bird, or a shooting star, or a silver needle stitching together different parts of the country. The rhythmic hum of the tracks was like a lullaby of technology and speed. Before Kakeru knew it, the announcement chime echoed through the car. The train began to slow, turning the blurs back into buildings and the colors back into a city. They stepped out onto a new platform, hundreds of miles from where they had started, yet the sun was still in the same spot in the sky. "That was the fastest hour of my life," Kakeru said, looking back at the silver train.